If you are thinking about moving to the Southwest Florida area, you are in the right place. Hello and welcome. Thanks for tuning in. I'm so excited to be here with you today. I am going to give you a quick walkthrough tour of the downtown Punta Gorda area.
Since I am going to be giving you a quick tour of the downtown walking and historic district in Punta Gorda, Florida today, figured I would give you just a quick bit of information about what the housing market looks like if you were going to live someplace with Punta Gorda as your mailing address. So generally your entry-level homes in the $100,000 to $300,000 price range in this area are typically going to be condominiums and maybe townhome type properties. So legally single family homes, but probably attached to other units and not standalone single family. Now, in this area, there may be an occasional two-bedroom single family home that comes up in the market, but generally speaking, at that entry level price point, you can expect that to be condominium or townhome in nature. Then jumping into the mid-range homes, so standard single family or possibly condominium or townhome as well, you could expect to be in the, let's call it, $300,000 to $500,000 price range, and that's typically going to get you into a 3 to 4 bedroom type of a property. Typically, you're going to find most in that price range being standalone, detached, single family homes. Then on the higher end, waterfront or luxury, you can expect to be roughly in the $500,000 range to $1 million and beyond. Right over in Punta Gorda Isles, which is very close to Fisherman's Village, there are many homes in that immediate area that are on direct access waterfront canal property. So no bridges, no obstructions. There are many homes in Punta Gorda Isles where you literally could have a sailboat docked in your backyard. So I hope you enjoyed the upcoming tour of Punta Gorda and a little bit of bonus footage when I stopped by Laishley Park over on the Peace River after walking through Punta Gorda. If you have any questions or need anything, feel free to reach out. But here we go. Enjoy the upcoming footage.
So right now we are just north of Lee County in southern Charlotte County. We have northbound US 41 right behind me, and if you stayed on that road, you would cross over the Peace River and head into Port Charlotte. What I want to share with you today is the downtown area here within Punta Gorda. I absolutely love this little town. And down at the end of this very street, there is a place called Fisherman's Village. Absolutely love that little location. Every time friends or family come into town, we seem to find ourselves there, and I very much look forward to sharing Fisherman's Village with you as well. I'm going to stay on this side of the street, hopefully to give you a better view of just some of the stores and the shops and the restaurants that are here in the walking district in downtown Punta Gorda, and it's going to allow me to not necessarily have to walk around too many people. It's midday on a Thursday right now, so traffic is a little light and activity is rather minimal. But I happen to be up in this neck of the woods today for some work purposes and figured I would take advantage of this opportunity to give you a quick glimpse of where you could be walking on a Friday night or a Saturday afternoon if you lived in this general area. Now, this particular town of Punta Gorda was originally settled, I believe, in 1882, and then was incorporated as a city in 1887. It's very historic when you compare the ambiance and some of the features and the feel of this area to other cities and towns in this immediate area. And it's just a really cool place to come and spend a little time. There are a handful of stores and shops, and this building here on the corner, which is the Sunloft or the Sunloft Center. I actually at one point used to have an office up there above FM Don's in that second or third floor, and it gave a just a pretty cool view of the city. Right up here, as I had mentioned, if you were northbound on 41, there is a bridge just past that Spring Hill Suites, and that crosses over the Peace River into Port Charlotte. But I will just quickly keep walking along here to give you a feel for what this immediate area, looks and feels like. And if this is your first time joining me here on YouTube, thanks for stopping by. If you've been here before, thanks for coming back. And just to be clear, as I let you know in all of my videos, I am coming to you raw, unfiltered, and generally unedited. My goal with these videos is to share with you what it would feel like if you were here with me right now in this immediate location. I'm not looking to put a bunch of splash imagery into the video. If there's something that you see in any of my videos and you want to learn more about, I'm pretty positive you're just going to go ahead and jump into Google and do some research on your own. As we walk through here, we're getting toward the end of the newest building here. There are a few more stores and restaurants down here in the direction that I'm headed that are a little more mom and pop, if you will. But it is just a quaint, mildly eclectic, and historical in this immediate area. And it is a place that I do certainly enjoy spending some time with friends and family. We find ourselves up in this general area, a couple of times every 2 or 3 months, just to take advantage of something that we feel like doing at a moment in time. As I mentioned before, oftentimes if there are friends or family that are visiting, Fisherman's Village is almost a guaranteed stop, and it looks very cool when you get into the holiday seasons. Over at Fisherman's Village, they do a lot of decorating and a lot of lighting, so it certainly puts you in the holiday mood if you want to go up there and do some shopping, grab a bite to eat or a drink or two, and just spend a nice day out on the water doing something a little bit different than the normal day-to-day. I am getting pretty much at this point to the end of this immediate walking district area. There are some more establishments on the other side of this location, and there are a handful of other restaurants, stores, and facilities up and down both north and southbound US 41. But right here, I'll give you a glimpse. This is southbound 41, and this is coming in from the Port Charlotte area. So right up in this direction is traffic coming over the Peace River out of Port Charlotte into Punta Gorda. With that being said, I am not going to walk up and down Highway 41 itself. I fear there's going to be too much road noise for the video, but wanted to give you a quick view of Punta Gorda and let you see this quaint and enjoyable little town. If you are moving here and need a real estate professional, but even if you do not need financing, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I have been a residential lender in the Southwest Florida market for about 29 years at this point. I have relationships with many real estate agents here locally, and I know real estate agents throughout the state of Florida from transactions that I have been involved with pretty much all over the state. So if there is anything that you might need, would like an introduction to someone, or even just have a question about especially the Southwest Florida marketplace, as I've been here since 1994 on a full-time basis and vacationed here since roughly 1971. I do know quite a bit about this area and would be happy to answer any questions you have and address any concerns if coming to this area is something that is on your horizon. So again, thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you being here. Go ahead and subscribe if you'd like to see future videos from the Southwest Florida marketplace and what it is like to actually live here. And go ahead and share this with any friends or family if you know of anyone that is heading this direction.
All right, so what I thought I would do here is give you just some real world perspective of where we are and what things look like on a broader scale right here in the Punta Gorda and Port Charlotte area. So I just left where I was recording before in that downtown, somewhat historic and walking district for Punta Gorda, and we are now driving over the bridge and heading into the southern end of Port Charlotte. Now, what you're going to see up here is a gorgeous new facility on the left, which is the Sunseeker Resort. This got completed very recently. So, this is a brand new building after a couple of hurricane scenarios that this area has dealt with in the recent past. This is a gorgeous facility. If you're going to be visiting the area, you certainly want to bookmark this as a potential location for your stay while you are here. Pools, restaurants, shopping, all within the resort. And it is just a very cool new facility here right on the river on the very, very southern end of Charlotte County here in Port Charlotte. What I'm going to do is get up here and get turned around, and then I will give you the view heading southbound over the bridge, heading back down in to Punta Gorda. I'll be right back. All right, so we are now southbound on 41. The Sunseeker Resort is now on my right as we are on the other side of the road from where we were just a moment ago. So we're going to be crossing over the bridge once again, and you'll get to see kind of the city skyline view of Punta Gorda from atop the bridge. And in the prior video, I had mentioned Fisherman's Village, and that is going to be just a little ways down the river there. Fisherman's Village does sit right on Charlotte Harbor, so there's some dining there that is waterfront. They have a very cool little beach area with a bar and some chairs, and it's just a very cool place to hang out. But here we are getting ready to cross the bridge and get back into Punta Gorda. And I'll keep this rolling for just a minute. I know in the prior video I wasn't going to go ahead and walk on 41, but I figure since I am in the car now, could definitely give you a glimpse of a little bit more of the town of Punta Gorda from the vehicle. So we're in a moment here going to be coming up on where I was filming just a moment ago, and I'll let you take in the scenery of this area for just a moment here. So this is where I was standing previously, and that is the downtown walking district, if you will. There is a Vietnam Memorial Wall over here to the north, and there is also a bit of a Veterans and Historical Museum here in this immediate area. I'm going to loop around because there is one stretch of residential housing that every time I drive through the area, it's just such a enjoyable little stretch of road with historic homes, and the quaint and quiet feel is just refreshing when you are in a day and age of just so much development and traffic and congestion in so many of our cities around the country and around the state. All right, so this is West Marion Avenue in front of me, and I had been recording right where that vehicle is turning in the first video here when I was out on the corner on my feet. And we are going to head now down toward where Fisherman's Village is located. But what I really wanted to profile for the next mile or mile and a half is ultimately just this stretch of road, as this is all residential, and so many of these homes are just so eclectic and charming with a southern Florida feel. And when you drive through this particular area, at least in years gone by, during the holiday season, many of these folks fully embrace lights and decorations, and it is a really enjoyable mile or mile and a half to drive down this particular road on the way to the village and just take in the ambiance and the lighting and the decor when we are in that time of year. So we're going to be coming up on Fisherman's Village here in just a moment, and I will keep the camera running as we pull in. I did reach out to, there we are. The Military Heritage Museum is right here on the corner of Shreve Street and West Marion. And I was going to say, I did reach out to management for Fisherman's Village, as I wanted to get permission to walk through the facility and do some filming. I don't think that that is going to be a problem, as it is, just a somewhat outdoor, open air public venue. But I didn't want to be presumptuous and just assume. So I don't believe I'm going to be able to walk through right now, as I have not heard back from them as of yet. So we'll see how that goes. So I figured I'd give you a quick minute of some bonus footage since I was up here in Punta Gorda and just at Fisherman's Village. Decided to pull in real quick to Laishley Park here, which is in Punta Gorda. As you can see, right on the Peace River. That is the northbound bridge leaving Punta Gorda, heading up into Port Charlotte. And here at Laishley Park itself, there's kind of a playground, wet splash zone type of thing for the kids. There's a building over here with a big crab shack in it. And beyond these railings over here, there are a variety of boats and watercraft, and you can do all kinds of different tours and sunset cruises and that sort of thing. And then just right past this park, in front of that condominium building over there, there is a very nice Vietnam Veterans Memorial. So it's a nice little walk through, names on the wall, done up very nicely. It's just a cool tribute to those that served our country in that event. This is a beautifully designed memorial honoring and remembering all of those that served and paid the ultimate price in the name of our great United States. Speaking of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall over here, thank you to all of our hardworking servicemen and women out there, both past and present. We're going to run now. Didn't want to keep you too long on this, but figured I'd give you a quick look at this cool little facility right here on the Peace River. If you are still here and you are watching this right now, thank you so much for watching. At any point, if you have any questions about anything pertaining to Florida, or primarily and especially the Southwest Florida market, please don't hesitate to reach out. Send me an email, shoot me a DM, send me a text, hit my link, schedule a Zoom. I want to help you in any way that I can if you are moving or relocating or considering relocating to this area. I'll look forward to seeing you in future videos, and please feel free to share this with anyone else that you know that may be looking to head this direction. I want to help you in any way that I can, and I'll look forward to doing so when we connect. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next one.